Welcome back, guys. So SNK just had their presentation concerning the Neo Geo Mini, and really not a lot of new information. There was a little bit and some stuff that I find interesting, so that's what I want to talk about today. The game list has been confirmed, time frame kinda for when one of the versions is going to be released, and a few other little tidbits of information. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we've already known there's two versions, international and the Asian version, so Japanese and then US essentially. The Japanese version should be for, the Asian countries. The internationals for the US and, the other parts of the West. Pretty cool stuff. The color schemes we already know about. The way they phrased this and kind of talked about it was almost like you have to buy everything separate. You're just going to buy this box, this little mini arcade machine. From the sounds of it, and I can't 100% say for sure, but it sounds like you're going to have to buy everything separate, HDMI cable, controllers, and all that. So I don't know if that's just for the Japanese release or if the US release is going to carry over with that. Not 100%, so we do have to wait for more information on that. The other thing they did state, hey, we're not going to announce a price yet. You're going to have to stay tuned. They got to work some things out. From what I understand, it is rumored to be at that $100 price point, but having that inkling of a doubt that it's not going to come with anything and it's just the box by itself, $100, I mean, that's kind of hard to swallow, but it does come with 40 games. Now that's where things kind of get a little interesting. So the game list is going to be different between the two versions. Japanese version is going to have a different list than the US or international version. And that's one of the things I want to talk about and take a look at that list. So 14 different games. Between the two, there's 40 games on each, but there's going to be 14 differences. They're going to share a bunch of games that are the same, but there's going to be a nice handful, 14 of them, that are going to be different between the two. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to be on the Japanese version. So the Japanese version, and they did state that their decision between the two was the Japanese or Asian release is going to have more fighting games, and the US and international release is going to have less fighting games and more action games. So kind of take note of that. The list is fairly interesting. I almost wish it would have been the same list for both, or there's a lot of things we can debate and wish, but let's just go forward and take a look. This is what's on the Japanese release. You're getting King of Fighters 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. Samurai Showdown 2, 4, and 5 Special. Fatal Fury Special. Real Bout Fatal Fury. Real Bout Fatal Fury 2. Garou Mark of the Wolves. World Heroes Perfect. Kazuna Encounter. Art of Fighting. Last Blade 2. Ninja Masters. Aggressors of Dark Combat. Cyberlip. Alpha Mission 2. Twinkle Star Sprites. Top Hunter. Metal Slug 1, 2, and 3, Puzzled, Super Sidekicks, Top Players Golf, King of the Monsters 2, Sengoku 3, Shock Troopers 2, Ninja Commando, Burning Fight, and Blazing Star. So that rounds out the Japanese release. Now for the US/international release, this is what we're getting. King of Fighters 95, 97, 98, 2000, and 2002. Samurai Showdown 2, 4, and 5 Special, Fatal Fury Special, Real Bout Fatal Fury, Garou Mark of the Wolves, World Heroes Perfect, Kazuna Encounter, Art of Fighting, Last Blade 2, Ninja Masters, and also all the Metal Slugs, Metal Slug 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and X, Crossed Swords, Mutation Nation, 3 Count Bout, Last Resort, Ghost Pilots, King of the Monsters 2, Shock Troopers and Shock Troopers 2, Football Frenzy, Blues Journey, Magician Lord, Puzzled, Super Sidekicks, Top Players Golf, Sengoku 3, Blazing Star, and Robo Army. So you see there, the trade-off, a big part of the trade-off was King of Fighters, Japanese release, got a bunch more. We got less, but we got all the Metal Slugs. They only got the first 3 Metal Slugs. Couple games we got both the first and the sequel, like King of the Monsters and Shock Troopers, where they only got the second for each of those games. a lot of similarities, but then a lot of differences. We got Ghost Pilots, they did not. We got 3 Count Bout, we got Robo Army, we got what is that other one? Football Frenzy. That one kind of makes sense, I guess. Mutation Nation, Last Resort. There's a nice handful that we got that they didn't get, and for some people, I don't know if the list is really gonna appeal to one or the other depending on the version you get. Like, for example, Japan, they got Twinkle Star sprites. I wish we would have got that. They got Alpha Mission 2. We didn't get that. I wish we would have got that one. You know, they got Ninja Commando. I wish we would have got that one. You know, so it's going to really depend on which version has the better list for you. There's a lot between the two that I wish was combined, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, do we just buy both of them? I don't know. We'll have to see if this thing is hackable too. That might be interesting. So the other things that they kind of talked about, which to me is not really surprising, they showed if you hold the start and select button down, you can get to like little menu options to save state, load state, maybe some other little things as well. Not really surprising to me. Kind of expect that, especially with a system that emulates games. They did show a lot of non-rendered pictures and footage of the actual unit, and they also showed the 2 controllers, the 2 colored variations. You can get white or black. Don't know what the pricing is going to be, but still, man, if it's at least $100 just for the unit, and then just say the controllers are 20 bucks, you're going to want 2 controllers. That's 140 right there. So that's just by my best guess. It could be more. They would be out of their minds if they charge more. Some people might think they're out of their minds if it's $100 just for the arcade unit itself. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. You know, I'm still interested. I have an AES. I have, you know, several Raspberry Pi RetroPie setups. I've made my own Neo Geo using RetroPie, and I have some future Neo Geo projects coming up. So something like this, it's not revolutionary. You know, none of these devices really are. But it is kind of neat, nice little collectible. A lot of people might just like having this on their desk or on a shelf or something. Me, I'm looking at it like, am I going to play this thing? Am I going to use it even though I already have access to these games? Would I use it just in its own little handheld or tabletop mode? It's so tiny. I mean, if you're a real little tiny person, a brownie or something, you know, you could probably play this, but I don't know. I'm excited the prospect of these companies making stuff like this, but then at the same time, I know it's a cash grab, it's a money grab. You know, it's jumping at the nostalgia of all of, you know, a lot of these people out here, myself included, and they're just looking to make a buck. I understand it, I get it, but I'm trying to justify what's unique about this device. What's there to push me to spend this money? I really am interested, I'm really intrigued, but it's going to really depend on the price point. It's going to depend on if there's a controller bundled with it. If it was $100 and it came with one controller, I would do it. I'm just being honest, I would do it. If it's the system by itself for $100, doesn't come with anything else with it, I'd be hard pressed to drop the $100 for it. Knowing me, I probably still would, but that's just assuming it would be at $100. We don't know 100% yet. So a lot more to know, a lot more to learn. They've been hyping this little presentation for a while now. And I was a little let down by it, to be honest with you. All we really got out of it was the official game list. And, you know, one side of the official game list was essentially what was already leaked anyway. So really no surprises here, just confirmation on the actual games, and that, you know, there's differences between the 2 versions of the system with the game list. Nothing else we can really go on. No price, no exact release date, no exact idea what it's being bundled with, if anything. So we're gonna have to stay tuned for more. I'm gonna keep my eyes open, my ears open to find out what's going on. Hopefully we find out soon, especially if the Japanese version is being released this summer. You know, we're pretty much in the summer months now, and, you know, I don't know. So we'll have to see how that works out. When I get more information, I'm going to share it with you guys. But in the meantime, Smash that like button if you could. Really would appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Are you still hyped? Are you not hyped? Were you not hyped to begin with? Could you care less? Are you on the same boat as me? $100 if it comes with a controller, at least one controller. I'd be down. If it doesn't come with a controller, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I read all the comments, try to comment back, and reply to everybody that I can. So really do appreciate it. Do all that great stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. You know how it goes, guys. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Boom.